Greetings, colonist. Due to a catastrophic failure, your consciousness has been uploaded to the ship's neural network, and your former body has been discarded. Sorry for the inconvenience. All drones are at your disposal. Good luck. The future of the ship is in your hands.
G'day, mate, and welcome back to Stardays with me, Jitty. In our last episode, last couple of episodes, we did some things. We bolted the ship back together using some giant space winches I found on some, some off-roading spaceships. Yes, at the same time, also managed to, oxygenate this little area, also heat this little area. The oxygen went well. We may have got it done almost in time. We also managed to heat this area. Some areas a little bit hotter than others. At the moment, we're currently disposing of the evidence, one person at a time, and we're also setting up today's episode to get some research done. Also, it's not called slavery, okay? It's very important. It's not called slavery if you force the meatbags to do work all the time and then sell the items that they're making for profit. It's about sustaining the ship. Yes, that's what we're doing today's episode. So let's start with, let's start with moving the furnace outside, because it turns out even with all the doors open and everything, it's still 180 degrees in here. It's a little bit too warm, research-wise. Okay, we're doing a couple of researches. First off, we're doing advanced construction. That's going to give me reinforced walls. I'm figuring that's probably pretty important, considering some of the issues we've had with the state we found the ship in. Next up, we're going to grab propulsion, because Can I Borrow a Like is definitely moving. It's moving so fast. It's 2 million kilometers to the next planet, and we have the one thruster that could over here. Yep, it's definitely pushing the limits, going super fast. We want to get propulsion so we can get some more thrusters. Then we're going to get some carrier robots, because, we need more robots. There are definitely things happening that I'd like to get happening faster, so we want that. Next after that is a large planner. Large planner is a little bit more efficient. Does mean that I think it costs microchips instead. That's the item it costs instead. So microchips over transistors, I believe. Next one is the research station. If we get the research station, it means the meat bags can help with research, which would be great, because the one after that is energy efficiency. If I get energy efficiency, I grab the reactor efficiency module, which we can't make because I don't have the fabricator unlocked yet. We also can replace some of our batteries that are a little bit worn for wear. We could also get a bigger and better matter reactor, which is brilliant. And we're also going to get these solar panels. Yeah, bigger and better solar panels. So that's going to be our plan to start with. At the same time, we're throwing in some power right here to get more solar panels to, keep things under check. Actually, there's one more research we needed, which was, I gotta find it. Advanced computing. We're gonna need advanced computing probably after. Yeah, we might actually move the large planter down. Yeah, okay. We need advanced computing. Oh, God. Stop clicking on things, Jetty. We need advanced computing because we need the CPU modules. The CPU modules mean we can control more robots, because we're going to get some more robots. Also gives us a bigger hard drive, also a bigger RAM module. Also the machine learning booth. So, we can take our androids and just shove them in a booth and make sure they level up that way. So that's going to be some of the plans. First thing I actually want to do is we want to call in a merchant. I want to call in a general merchant and sell off some of the crap we have laying around and buy in new crap. We also need to hook up more RAM, and I'm also going to desperately need to add more hard drives. We still have a bunch of things that we need to do. Also, we have a new meat bag. Of course, we're naming all the meat bags after wonderful YouTube members. So I need to thank Tim for not only clicking the like button, also clicking the subscribe button. Also, being a meat bag that I promised we won't accidentally kill off. He is 79. Who puts an 80-year-old man out into space? Of course, he prefers females. He's of that generation. He likes survival meals. We're not going to tell him what survival meals are made from. He has a trait of showerer. Showers love bathing. They'll do so more frequently and it'll take longer. Okay, and he's also an insomniac. I think it's just because he wakes up and all the joints hurt. Yeah, okay. All right. And we need to haul materials. Yep. Our biggest problem is things are not getting hauled into these machines often enough because I just don't have enough robots. So that's a bit of a catch. We do have a couple of repair tasks, not too many, just one or two. I'm sort of hoping the meat bags will help out, but I highly doubt it. I have, where are we? Skills, no, needs, manage. I am going to take all the normal, yes, all the normal guys off repairs. One, I'll give you a 1. 1 means that I can at least do it. And Vegeta has repairs on, but no hauling and no maintenance. Again, we're trying to get the repairs done, but very, very low priority. We do have 1 furnace. I think I want a 2nd furnace. Okay, as for our copper wire is being disappeared into solar panels, and as long as I keep throwing down solar panels, we're going to keep getting that problem where I just don't have any copper wire, but eventually we'll catch up. Eventually. Yeah. And is that should be Eleander. It is. Ella. Elandara. Oh my god. Naming bin names are hard. Alright, so that's sort of the plan to start us off. Also, I think I want another beacon. Yes, we're also going to need another assembler to start making the flying robots eventually. Actually, can we not put these in here? We could. You know what? We're going to put the communicators in here. We did have communicators in here originally, and I pulled them out. And we're going to put some back. We're also going to build more pot plants, because the more pot plants we have, the more... Oh, we've got one on the way. 1 day, 8 hours. Excellent. And next meat bag is in 8 days. Oh, that's plenty of time. Yeah, a couple of communicators won't hurt. Also, yeah, like I said, the more pot plants we have, the more coffee trees we can plant. Yes. All right. So let's say our advanced construction. Advanced construction now lets us make reinforced walls, etc., which I'm going to put down there. I'm also going to do this room. And priorities-wise, we're going to intentionally drop that. The dev did add its control. If you press control, you can go from down priority to up priority very, very instantly. Very, very handy. But yes, we're going to get that done. We have cleaning bots. I have 3 on order. I think I'm going to take that up to 10. Not because we want 10. In fact, the 2 that we have done a reasonable job of cleaning up. They've still got more to go. I think we want 3 or 4, but anything extra we might just sell, because like selling people would be bad. That would be considered like slavery, and you know, although we're not paying them and we're forcing them to craft clothing all the time that we're going to be selling, and also they're crafting carbon fiber when they feel like it, and we're selling that too. That's not slavery. If we sell them, that's probably slavery. But we're not going to do that. Yet, at least. We've managed to get a couple of engines up and running. That's twice the speed, that's 3 times as fast, and... also we got another research done. And... Come on. Get it done. Hey! 4 times as fast. We're still, 1.8 million kilometers away. So we're definitely getting there at lightning speed. We also just got the carrier drone research, which means... I'm going to stop you producing those and have you produce carrier drones, and I'm going to crank the priority on that so at least it gets delivered once. Yeah, things are going slow. We need more robot friends to help out. We're currently doing the research for the research station, but it requires, well, each research item can provide up to 250 kilowatts worth of power. As we only have, well, the main AI supercomputer, we can only research at a rate of 250 kilowatts. Now, if I get more, like, you know, some research stations, every single research station that we put down and a meat bag mans, we need a meat bag there to help, then we can also get them helping out. And it looks like we arrived. Okay, so we're going to get, I don't need a how to launch. I don't think we arrived. But we do have a merchant trade offer. Okay, so the merchant ship has arrived. All right, first thing we want to do is close. All right. First thing we're going to do is we want to start selling things. So we're going to come in here. I'm going to start selling the stuff I don't want. I have a lot of bread. Bread we can make. We won't call it slave labor. It's not slavery. The profits go towards maintaining the ship. It's like pirates, you know. It all goes into a collective booty, and then, you know, when you're finally released from the ship, you get to take your share, right? So we're going to sell the bread. We're also going to sell... Oh, that's buying. No, we're not buying any zero bread. Okay, we're gonna sell bread. Yeah, 122. We're gonna sell all the bread. We're also gonna sell the clothing. All right, the bread plus the clothing from the Space Sweatshop has netted us a good 5.6k. The other things we want to sell is, well, coffee beans, because I don't know how to make a cup of coffee, and it's worth 2.3k, so we might as well sell that. I have a crap ton of flour, so we're going to sell off most of that. We also have... we also have plant fiber. Plant fiber is used to make both clothes and soy burgers. Actually... what's the plant fiber worth? Each piece of plant fiber? 11. Yeah, let's hold on to the plant fiber. We do have soy burgers as well. We're going to sell off a bunch of those. And what else do we have to sell? What else can we produce that we can sell? That's probably the best way of looking at it. I am stuck for raw resources, so I don't really want to sell many raw resources. Although we are making gears. We're making a lot of gears. We have 55, and gears come from a piece of steel, and a piece of steel is worth, well, $19, which comes from a piece of iron, which is worth $5. So we're going to sell a bunch of gears because I can, and that'll give us more money into the booty. Now, what else can... well, actually, I don't think there's anything else we can sell. Bio-waste is worth 41. Water's worth, well, 33. Bio-waste processed and recycled gives us 2 water and 1 soil. So we go from $71 to $33.66, and soil is worth 6, which is $72. Yeah, it's almost worth to keep the bio-waste and sell the bio-waste as bio-waste. We are making carbon fiber, at least the meat bags are when they can be bothered, and the problem is, well, they're meat bags, so they can't really be bothered very often. So I think that's going to be our trade. That's what we're going to be selling. Now the question is, what do you have to buy? You have disk compression upgrades. Every compression upgrade we put into a hard drive thing will double the storage, which would be very handy, except that they're not cheap. And I think I'd prefer to hold on to the money for the moment. But we do have reactor efficiency upgrades. I'm going to get 2 of those. Only because we have the bigger and better reactor. We don't have the bigger and better reactor. We're going to be researching a bigger and better reactor. In the research queue. Yes, it's the very next research. So the very next research will give us the matter reactor 50 kilowatts. And same as the little reactors, it has 3 upgrade slots. I could take one out of... well, I could definitely take the one out of this one. Which, if we look at... ignition point, power output. Yeah, so it has an efficiency of 133. I don't know. I'm just assuming it burns things slower. Showing the high efficiency will make the same amount of fuel last longer, producing more electricity over time. Different reactor types have different efficiency. You can increase the efficiency by installing upgrade modules. So yes, if I buy wrong button. If we buy 2 of those, we can make our steel stretch twice as long, which sounds like a great idea to me. What else do you have? Do you have anything that I want to buy? Shuttle storage upgrades. Yes. So I want to buy 3 of those. And I'm still going to get 1.8k out of that. Now, if I get the shuttle upgrades and I put them into our shuttle, rather than it carrying 150, it gets, well, 3 times that plus the original. Oh no, it increases the shuttle storage by 100. So we go from 150 to 450, which is a good deal to me. So we're just going to buy upgrade modules from him, and we're going to send that off. Now, the items get teleported to, there they are, right there, and he's going to disappear. Now, meanwhile, we need to get the Space Sweatshop back up and sweating because, well, we sold everything. I do have an upgrades dealer on the way, which is probably not going to help me now. And you're calling... An ore trader. Yes, I want more ore brought in, because one thing we can do, and you guys are probably doing it, yes. When you process rock, you have a chance, and it is a chance to get all sorts of material. You're guaranteed to get soil no matter what, but you have a 60% chance to get coal, some iron, some silicon, blah, 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 all the way down to uranium at 0.08% chance. And as we can see, we have a very, very shiny rock right there, which means I definitely got some uranium. So I want to keep doing that. I want to get in more rock, because I'm pretty sure we don't have a lot of rock left. Also, we have the second furnace. We want to set you up to probably process iron. Yeah, okay, so this says start an expedition. I don't wait. Travel here. Yeah, we're nowhere near close enough. Stop telling me to start an expedition when I can't. Okay, alright, so that's where we're up to with that. We are upgrading these walls bit by bit. I want to do that whole strip as well. We're also slowly repairing up the floor. I have 88 zettabytes worth of storage. That costs 24. 16, what's that? 40, 64, 72, no, 64, 68, yep, 88. Okay, so we've used 88 storage, and I have 88 storage. Okay, we're going to close that. We're going to put in another row of hard drives, because I just don't want to run out. We do have a radar up and running, which is good, because the radar will alert us if the things are incoming. And also, we just had a brand new robot, which we're going to be keeping this one. So we're going to name him after a wonderful YouTube member again. Wonderful YouTube member that has not only clicked like, also click subscribe, and finally click the join button for as little as $1 per month to keep the channel ad-free, because nobody enjoys mid-rolls. We also have the extra engines, which should get us there even faster. You just need more materials, and it looks like, well, first off, we're 1.6 million kilometers away, so we're definitely getting there faster. We now have 6 engines, so we're 6 times as fast as we were. No, they're still not filling these in fast enough. I think what I want to do is just double check. So you manage worker, repairs 0. Eleandra, we're going to leave her with repairs. David, no repairs. Cakefish, no repairs. And Vegeta has repairs. We're going to downgrade that. Yeah, we're going to downgrade that. Because I do want to get the repairs done. I'm sort of hoping the meat mags will help out. Occasionally I've seen them out here. Very, very rarely. But occasionally they are helping. And we're also going to want to plan ahead to get the research stations, which means I want some pot plants there, and there, and there. Also, oh, we can put a pot plant there. Yep, more pot plants I put down, the more coffee we can grow. The more coffee we can grow, the more coffee I can sell. And it's all about that space sweatshop. Yeah, we also want to haul in that. And can I up the... No, you cannot reach that. You're going to have to remove... Actually, we can remove... Yeah, they're both pressurized. We're going to remove that one. We'll have to build that from the inside. I really wish that they would do a better job of diagonal building, because having to have straight-on building is, well, frustrating. Frustrating, to say the least. And... Well, we've built lots of solar panels, although they are running. That's less than ideal. If they're running, can we stop them running by building some more solar panels? How many nodes do we have? I have 6. That's not many. Yeah, let's just build another one. And we'll fill in that area as well with solar panels, and I'll remove that. Oh. Yeah, so if... This might happen anyway. If we're in motion and one bit of the ship becomes disconnected from the other bits of the ship, like literally one tile, the ship comes to a dead halt, which is less than ideal. Okay, hard drives are done. Plug in those, and that way we know we're future-proofing. Okay, so we have an ore trader 1 day, 1 hour, and an upgrades dealer 2 hours away, although I don't think I have enough money anymore. We have 5k, maybe we do. Oh, I should actually put... Can I put those into there? And we should really also put those into there whilst we wait. All right, we also have our very, very first new flying robot. We're going to name you Wesley. Thank you, Wesley, for being a YouTube member. Thank you for supporting the channel for actually a very, very, very long time. Okay, so we have you guys. We're going to set you to do coffee trees. Coffee trees. More coffee trees. Yep, turns out you still can't copy and paste this option. We'll just confirm, because the game does get updates like every day. So just because something doesn't work today doesn't mean it's not going to work tomorrow or the day after. But no, they still don't work. Okay, so that's done. That's done. We have one robot, and nobody wants to build this wall. Okay, I saw it being delivered. Yeah, not enough copper wire. We know. We know. Trust me, we know. Okay, I also want to build in that and that. And we're going to do there, that little strip. That'll solid us up all the way around there. We're going to build that one, except I'm going to have to deconstruct that one. I'm assuming we can repair through the ground. Okay, that can go away, and you can get plugged in. Solar panels are being done. Auto connect. We also need to put the second module in here, and your power output reactor efficiency 166. So with all three of them, we'd have an efficiency of 200%, and we also want to build a wall probably here. Just because I don't have any protection, really, in that direction. Also need a wall here, because I don't know what we're going to do about the top of the ship. But for a moment, we just need something. Okay, with all that planned in, we did finish the research for the research station. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3. If we get research stations and thrusters we know about, and lit floors plus reinforced floors of every different shape and kind, plus a floor vent, you know, for when you have friends aboard and you don't really want them breathing too much, you just vent the floors. Also reinforced windows. Okay, what did I miss? Oh, that one. Okay. We're going to get these up and running, which will let the meat bags help out with research. So as we can see, it has a task, run research. Hopefully a meat bag decides to come over here and run it. I can set the priority to 9, which encourages them to help. Doesn't force them to help. Doesn't mean that they won't not run it, because, well, they're stubborn or stupid, both or both or either. But, you know, it gives them encouragement. And yeah, I can't even find out what the story is with them. They're busy doing, well, these, which are not super important. Okay, you are the upgrade ship. Okay, so before we do that, I'm going to put another module in here. You're fully done. We're also going to put another module in. You're already fully done. We're going to repair those and plug in that, and that. Okay. So Asimov's override. Alien Rogue, I take the overrides Asimov's governing module. I ignore the 3 laws of robotics, i.e. sell humans. Yes, I'd love that. Star Creds Miner. Oh, we could buy one of those. We could afford that. Okay, so we could buy one of those, and I could put that in the ship AI, and we can start mining money. That's not a bad idea. We already have the autopilot, which I'm glad we bought when we did, because it looks like the price of those are skyrocketed. Can we look at stock market? No, we don't have that research yet. Because we can look at the prices and see how they trend over time, and so far I've seen they trend upwards often. Alright, what else? What can we sell? What can we sell? We just sold everything, so I don't expect I have a lot, but maybe we'll get lucky. We could sell some more gears, not a lot, but some. I can sell copper wire, except I have none. I can sell microchips, except I don't really have any. I could sell a robot. I could sell transistors. They need silicon. And do you have silicon in this list? No. Let's bring up the inventory. Silicon, I have 160. But we can see that's trending down pretty hard because I'm using it. So you don't want any of that. Optical fiber, but that requires silicon and plastic. Plastic is another thing I just don't have currently. So we might... You don't buy food. See, food, we're early enough in the game, food is easy for us to produce. Alright, that's $1,000 at least. We have the money, we're going to buy it. It's going to be a good trade. It's going to cost us $3,000. It's going to leave us about $2,000 in the bank, just under. But I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. Now, to put that in here, we need to have access. So it means, unfortunately, one of my precious heat sinks needs to go. So we're going to have to rip up a heat sink by trader. And then somebody will have to install that module. Priority 9. Okay, and that's the energy efficiency upgrade. Alright. Yep, deconstruct that. And evaluator. It requires a science skill of 1. So we just need somebody with some sort of science skill. There we go. Vegeta has science skill. To grab the chip and shove it in the machine. And then... close the GUI, just to double check. Yep, not mining. So we're using 240 kilowatts. If we start mining, we're now using 340 kilowatts. But, hopefully, 1.88, 87, 92, 98. We are mining. We are mining. We're making some money. All right. We're going to put that back. I wonder if that affects this. Yeah, I wonder if that affects that. Okay, alright, so we have better batteries. So I want to... Okay, I want to replace any batteries that have device wear, which is 3 out of 4. Okay, so we're just going to build 3 out of 4 batteries right on top of one another. We're going to cancel those. I'm going to hook up those that can be hooked up. Well, that didn't work. That's alright. That's enough connections. Okay, so we're building in the walls. Nope, nobody's repairing shit. We're building in that wall. We've built in part of this wall. We've built in that one wall. Okay, we can't build that wall back until that's thoroughly repaired. Okay, let's build that in just in case. All right, and we have one of these up and running. Not enough copper wire, which I know about, which we were about to make a whole bunch worse. Oh, they need copper wire. All right, so what I want to do is I want to build a matter reactor. So we want the bigger and better matter reactor, which I'm going to put right here, which is in range of the grid. Well, actually, it's in range of that one, which is the one we're going to have to use. You require titanium, copper wire, batteries, and transistors. So it's going to require some materials we don't have. Surprise, surprise. Also, we got access to the little battery, which we know about, and the bigger and better solar panels. So let's put down one of these and compare. So these are going to do 15 kilowatts compared to these ones which do 3 kilowatts. They cost 1 titanium, 1 copper, and 1 bit of glass. These cost 2 titanium, so twice as much, but then it's equivalent of 4 panels worth. 2 bits of copper wire, which is, again, twice as much, but it's equivalent of 4 tiles worth. 4 bits of glass, which is the exact same cost. And also they're going to cost 1 bit of plastic. Now, I don't have plastic, so plastic is a bit of an issue. But, you know, hopefully it'll be okay. And we have a new carrier robot. Yep. We need to name you after, again, a wonderful YouTube member. Thank you, Philip Simmons. No, yep, Simmons, for being a wonderful YouTube member and continuing to support the channel as well. We're going to plug in another one of these. Okay. We're doing advanced research. Now, advanced computing, do I have something else in the queue? I do. Okay, so this little computer station is providing 200 kilowatts, and if I scroll over to here, we're providing another 100 and something kilowatts. So if that one's doing 200, we're doing another 100, and then on top of that, we're doing an extra 150 to actually start the next research running, the large planter. So by having multiple research stations, we can definitely scale things up. Okay, so we want to build, definitely. Also, it means I want to deconstruct that, and we need more copper cable. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to up the priority on these, and I'm just going to sit here for the next couple of minutes and just drag this across over and over and over. So it's all priority 9. So hopefully the robots fill this stuff instantly because, well, electricity deficit. Yeah, I know, we're doing too much research. Yeah, they're all running. If I could get that done, we'd be better. Worker shutdown, none of CPUs. Yeah. Try to turn them on. Okay, I need to remove that from the research queue. Okay, new merchant. Okay, so this is an ore trader who doesn't have rock, which was the one thing I wanted. Is everybody on? Everybody's on again. Okay, alright, so we can at least sell stuff. We're going to sell you some bread. We're going to sell you more coffee beans, because I have no use for them. We're going to sell you... I've only got 8 burgers. Maybe not. We're going to sell you... water? Sure. And plant fiber. We can sell you half the plant fiber. Because we have so much of it. Oh, and flour. We can sell you a bunch of flour. Obviously, we can already tell that I'm storing up flour faster than I'm storing up bread. So I need to have another auto chef. Also producing bread. Also, same applies to the soy burgers. I have a lot of plant fiber, which I should be turning to soy burgers by having another auto cooker. But that's 5.6k, which replaces the 4k we just spent. So I call that a deal. Okay, we're going to clear all, and yes, I need to convince the robots to do this with extreme prejudice. So yeah, I'm just going to keep swiping these till they're priority 9 until we catch up on copper cable, copper wire rather, and I guess I'll see you guys in a minute, because it's not a shortage of copper, it's just a shortage of, well, deliveries. They're being very lazy with deliveries. Okay, so we have the large matter reactor up and running, and I've got all 3 of the upgrade modules in here. On top of that, interestingly enough, it already has a reactor efficiency of 150%. So this brings the efficiency up to 300% for 50 kilowatts worth of power, which is a lot. Like, it's an awful lot. Also, these cost titanium transistor 1 copper wire. These cost 2 copper wire. Our copper wire situation is not really under control. It's slightly better. Not really, but it's slightly better. If we look at copper wire, that was it. 20. It's definitely getting there. The more robots we get up and running, the better it gets. But one of the problems we're going to run into very, very shortly is I'm going to max out my CPU coverage. So we just finished the research for the CPU modules along with the bigger tiers CPUs and RAM and all sorts of things. So I'm thinking if I do that, that should be a full bank of... Can I disconnect you, plug you there instead? That should be a full bank of 10 more robots. 10 more robots would be very, very handy. Please tell me you don't cost copper wire. You cost copper wire. Perfect. Yeah. We have enough hard drive space to finish the large planner. I would like to get the large planner up and running. And then next research-wise, I think liquid processing. Liquid processing will let us make petroleum. We can't convert petroleum really into anything yet, but it also gave us the refinery, which will let us convert crude oil. Not that we have a lot of crude oil yet, but we can buy it from traders. The other thing we do need is a fabricator. Fabricator is it's a bigger version of the assembler. So that'll let us produce the reactor efficiency upgrades that we've already got access to. Oh, no, I want that. The most important research, I think, the Auto-Connect upgrade. The Auto-Connect upgrade, best research ever. It means anytime I put something down, it'll just find a power point and plug in. It means I don't have to manually connect anything. It's definitely the best research ever. We're going to crank that up after the large planner. Large planner is part of our sweatshop plans, so it's sort of important. You broke down, so I'm going to build... Okay, first off, I'm going to Oh, it cannot be repaired. Okay, so it's one of the ones we started with. Alright, so no, actually, we're not even going to do that. We have access to computing. No, actually, I'm going to put a little one on top. That way I won't forget. Okay, so that broke down. Yep. We're going to replace it. Oracle, so we have another vacuum cleaner. Now, vacuum cleaners. Let's bring up this. So we have 4 of them. Well, we had 3 of them. 3 wonderful YouTube members. We've just had Oracle born. Yes, born. And they are going to help out the colony as well. Now, we still have some smudge marks, don't get me wrong, and maybe some splatter that we probably should clean up. But I think for right now, 4's our limit. So what we're going to do is we're going to find him, Oracle. We're going to rename him after Idiocide. Again, a wonderful YouTube member. And then I'm going to keep building them, but not with the intention of using them. We'll give them alternative names, and we'll make sure that when we see a trader, we definitely drop them off and leave them with the trader. We should also be able to plug those in, plug that in, and then I need to work out which ones are the old panels and which ones are the new panels. So the new panels have this cross in here, the old ones do not. So I want to get rid of those 4, plus those 4, plus those ones. And yes, of course I pre-planned things to make sure that they'd fit nicely when we upgraded from one tech panel to the next. But it looks like we've landed, which means I'm going to scan the planet. So we know we have iron, we have copper, we have lithium, we have rock. And then we're going to enter the planet, which means I get to load up a mining crew. And I have a couple of choices. So first off, it auto-loads the best miners onto the ship, which is a great idea. So there is the Victimizer, wonderful meat bag. Brad Dunn, again, wonderful meat bag. Sergeant Vegeta, our main bot, our only tracked bot. Spargus, yes. And what I want to do is I actually want to remove Vegeta, because he's very good at building things, and we're going to put on Benedict instead. Now, this is our 4 people that happen to have spacesuits. Benedict started with a spacesuit. He was one of the original survivors, and then the other 3 popped out of the stasis pod that we had crash land on the ship. We're going to launch the meat bags, because the meat bags, the robots I can tell to do things, they'll actually get it done. The meat bags, they don't really have that option. So if I tell them that if they need to fill up the cargo hold with raw resources for the good of the colony, otherwise I ain't picking them up, well, they'll do exactly that before coming home. Did that plug in or not? It made the plug-in sound, but no. Penny replacement. Okay. I actually don't want to do that. Can I just cancel the whole thing and build that on top? Yeah, I can't repair it. Okay. So solar panels going in. The meat bags should have made their way across the ship. They have not. Who are we waiting on? We're waiting on Stardays. Get off the toilet. Needs ground to walk. Attachments. Equipment. You have a full spacesuit. Go. And we got another carrier robot. Carrier robots we do want. So we're going to name this one after, again, wonderful YouTuber member, Coffee Capone. Thank you, Mr. Coffee, for supporting the channel. Spudges, are you going to move? Okay, what happens if I auto rescue? Abort. Okay, well that cancelled the whole thing. Alright, let's try again. Expeditions, enter planet, yep, launch. Okay, 3 are there, and he is over here. Perfect. Alright, with Spudges joining the shuttle and the shuttle leaving, it's going to go down to the planet. And if we just double check... double check the planet. Our cargo module holds 450 cargo. Okay, so 450 cargo means auto connect with some more connections. That's full. Can I? Well, you know what? 16, 18 tiles. And we'll just disconnect you. Why are you damaged? Okay. Cleaning dust. Alright. With our ship carrying 450, it means that's 1 trip. we're still going to need 3 trips. We're still going to need 3 trips to fill up our ship, but it's much better having 3 trips than about, well, potentially 3 times that amount, which would have been horrendous. Okay, with those guys plugged in, we can now have 19 robots. And what can I plug you into? It looks like you can plug you into that one. Okay, 19 robots, which is a lot of robots. We also just finished the planter research. And you know what? I think we're going to play with the planter in the next episode. We have a certain number of meat bags. We also have the next one waking up one day, 22 hours, which means I'm definitely going to be waking up during tomorrow's, next episode. We have a bunch of coffee and other things we can probably sell already. Where are we? A rock, no. I have some soy burgers, I have some bread. Actually, I don't have a lot of my stuff. We have some clothing. Some very limited clothing. We're probably going to call, no matter what, an ore trader, because that's something that I really want to... I really want to talk to an ore trader. And you're not toggled, and you're not toggled. Got to keep an eye on these. They're going to make sure that they get harvested. Yeah, we really want to talk to an ore trader because I really want to get more rock in just for that chance of better materials. We now have access to the large planter plus... No, we haven't done the oil yet. And as for the ship, well, technically everything's repaired to about here. Like, we're making progress. And it also looks with the extra carriers that things are actually getting fed now at full speed, which is great. But we will find out exactly what happens and how bad it can go and everything else in the very next episode. But I need to call it here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the very next episode of Stardays with me, Jetty.